I'm a man who doesn't scare easily. At least, that's what I used to believe. I've lived alone for years. I work long shifts. I've walked home at midnight more times than I can count, but nothing prepared me for the night my doll came back. That morning, after the storm, I walked into my room and froze. It was sitting right on my desk. It's the doll. Its clothes were drenched, water dripping onto the wood, and its tiny porcelain feet were covered in wet mud. For a second, I thought I was dreaming, but then I saw the window. On the inside of the glass were handprints. Small, wet, too small to be mine, too fresh to be anyone else's. My stomach turned. I hadn't touched that window all night. And I live alone. I'm not a superstitious man, but in that moment, I knew I had to get rid of it, not just toss it in the trash. I had to make sure it never came back. Wrapped the doll in a plastic bag, shoved it into the trunk of my car, and drove. The roads were empty, slick from the storm. I didn't stop until I reached the forest, miles away from town. I found a clearing, grabbed my shovel, and dug. The ground was heavy with rain. Every shovelful of dirt clung to the blade, fighting me. My hands blistered, my back ached, but I didn't stop until the hole was deep enough. When I dropped the doll in, I swear I heard the faintest sound, like fabric shifting, or maybe it was just the wind. I buried it, packed the earth tight, stood there, panting, mud streaked up my arms, rain soaking through my shirt, and for the first time in weeks, I actually felt relief. I drove home with the windows down, breathing in the fresh air, convincing myself it was finally over. But that night, I learned it wasn't. I was lying in bed, almost asleep, when I heard it. At first, it was faint, a scratching, slow, deliberate, like nails dragging across wood. Then it changed, became a wet dragging sound, moving down the hallway toward me. My chest tightened. I told myself it was nothing, maybe an animal outside. But when I stood and opened my bedroom door, saw it, a trail of mud, smears across the floorboards, starting at the front door, and leading straight to my room. And there, sitting at my bedroom door with the doll, upright, perfectly still, its glass eyes reflecting the dim light, staring directly into mine. I slammed the door shut, locked it, pushed a chair against the handle. I didn't sleep a second that night. The next day, I had to know what I was dealing with. I searched online, read every forum, every thread, anything that mentioned dolls like this. Hours passed, my eyes burning from the screen, and then I found it, an old photograph, the antique shop logo, matching the faint label stitched into the doll's dress. The shop had closed years ago, but the address was still listed. I drove there. The building was abandoned, boarded up, its windows covered in dust. But one man still lived next door, an old neighbor. When I asked him about the shop, about the doll, his face went pale. His voice trembled when he finally spoke. That's no toy, he said. It's a finder. It was made for one purpose, to search. Its owner lost a child long ago, and the doll. It never stops looking. It doesn't knock to come inside. It knocks to tell you it's already found you. My mouth went dry. I didn't ask another question. I ran back to my car, my hands shaking as I started the engine. On the drive home, the words echoed in my head. It doesn't knock to come in. It knocks because it's already found you. When I got back, I locked every door, every window, sat in my bedroom with the lights on, a bat in my hands. I told myself I was ready. I told myself I'd fight if I had to. But when the sound came, my courage died. Knock, knock, knock. Not at the window, not at the front door. The sound came from my closet. My grip on the bat tightened, my palms slick with sweat. The knocks grew louder, then silence. The door creaked open on its own, just an inch, then another, and I saw it. The doll sat inside, its head tilted, its eyes fixed on me, but this time it wasn't alone. From behind it, pale fingers curled around the closet door frame. Thin, gray, brittle hands reaching forward. Another figure, dragging itself out of the dark. I wanted to scream. I wanted to run, but I couldn't move. I could only watch as something else stepped out of the shadows.